Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I picked this one just for the 4th of July because we're all confused. So, what's to lose? Let's get in there. All right. Um, oh my gosh. I was listening to Tara Brock this morning. It's so good. So good. She's so brilliant. Big love for Tara Brock. Um, and just the opportunity to notice that all we're doing, I was left with all I'm doing on these practices. What's happening is we're just getting connected to the body, getting here in the present. I mean, if you've been to here for any length of time, you notice that's the practice. The first half of it is just getting into the body and experiencing what the body is experiencing, because the body is always in the present. And we are rarely in our body. We are in our heads for the most part, lost in thought, which I think is a wonderfully accurate expression, because we really are lost. Um, not in reality. We're wandering in our heads. Um, and our bodies are always in the present. So just connecting to our body. And then once we get connected to our body, we bring that awareness and acceptance and appreciation for our experience right now. That then becomes an opening for gratitude. That becomes an opening for something larger, some place in the universe to open up. But even if it just stopped at appreciation, it would be a wildly valuable 10 minutes every day. So whether you consider these gratitude meditations or just moments of appreciation, all good, but fundamentally, and then there's whatever I've included here as a seed thought, which I find amusing, from Grateful Dead lyrics, because I do find this amusing. Um, this is a seed thought, and we'll see what, opens up, what the guides have to say about, hey, we're all confused, right? What's to lose? Let's go for it. And let's see what opens up when we're actually present. Then we can hear. And I think that's really a big piece of this, is that we're just establishing a baseline of being present for our day. And someplace we can return to when we go back into the trance that we live in, for the most part. If we take a break from that, we have this as a baseline to come back to, as an experience. And I think we can hear things. I can hear things in life and notice things in life when I'm present that I can't hear when I'm not. So let's give it a shot and see what opens up this morning. So close the eyes if that feels safe and comfortable where you are. And find a posture that's alert but not stiff. You might roll the shoulders, tap your feet on the floor, connect there, wiggle your butt, and just get here. Feel gravity holding you in place. Notice what that feels like. Let some air out. Scan your awareness gently through the body, noticing any part of the body that calls for attention. You can just rest your awareness on that body part. You don't need to do anything with it. You're just listening, feeling that sensation of that body part without judgment. Gently listening, feeling, sensing. Noticing any intentions you had or have. Excuse me. You might notice some desires or wants or moods that you sat down with this morning. Just bringing some awareness to them. If you have a sneeze, you can notice the sensations of the body as it sneezes. With a smile, smile in the eyes, upturning the corner of the eyes and softening. Maybe upturning your lips slightly into a small smile. There it is. There's the third one. Noticing the breath now. Smiling as you breathe in, noticing the temperature of the air as it enters the body. How your chest feels as it fills with air, how your belly feels as you hold it. Any sensations that come with that, and then with the exhale, the relaxation. How that feels in the body, just to breathe. You don't need to change your breath pattern, you're just noticing it. You might add a thought as you notice any aspect of this, what you're doing, as in, this is what that feels like. This is what my feet feel like. This is what my breath feels like. This is what my back feels like. Not labeling it good or bad, just having it be exactly as it is. This is what this feels like. Once you settle into your body and experience this now, the temperature of the air, even the sounds around you, and you notice this is what this feels like. Notice how little confusion there is. There's nothing confusing about what this is. This is what this feels like. Anytime you're going through your day now and you notice there's any confusion at all, you can always come back to this. Take a breath, feel your feet on the ground. Think, this is what my feet feel like on this ground. You got nothing to lose because you can't lose this. You can always come back. It's not even coming back, really. It's you can always stop and experience. You are where you are every time. Just breathing into this moment, sensing the body, the clarity. Of being here in this moment now. Appreciating this moment in the body, the space that you have, the time you've carved out to be here. If there's an experience of gratitude and thankfulness, you can lean in on that, breathe into that. Whenever you're ready, you can take a few more breaths. Open the eyes. Come on back. Any reflections, please feel free to share them in the chat or the comment section of the platform you're watching this on. And then the invitation is to, even just for a moment, even if it's for one breath, stop yourself anytime you find yourself in judgment or rushing or overthinking something or checking your email for the 18th time this hour, anytime you find yourself doing some automatic sort of function and you notice it, that's already broken the trance. You've already woken up because you noticed it. And you just take one breath and get reconnected to the body, even if it's just, this is what my feet feel like on this ground right here. And you take that one breath for that one moment. Don't close your eyes if you're driving. But if you're driving, you just hold the steering wheel, go, this is what the steering wheel feels like in my hands, without judgment, without assigning a value to it, with just noticing it. You're in the present. And there's a chance there to actually appreciate that moment in a way that wasn't there before you noticed it. And just piercing that veil 2-3 times a day, just literally a couple times a day, you begin to soften it and create opportunities in it where it becomes more and more malleable, thinner and thinner. And over time, that 1% adds up and you become more and more present in life, less reactive, more responsive. That's the opportunity. So with all of that, namaste, motherfuckers. Have a great, great, great day. Happy July 4th to everyone who celebrates.